Hello everyone. Oh, apologies, my video's off. There we go. So, apologies. I got a job callback. I was shocked. So it took me. That's what took me a minute. That's why I stepped away from from the video. So yeah, good news. It looks like I may have something. Who knows? We may suddenly have to pause in the middle of this video today, as I might have to answer my phone. So, today is episode 5, today, hour, whatever. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do, I think the idea will be maybe 5 of these a day, but that might be a little bit spammy, I don't know, we'll see. But let's get into this. So today's writing episode, today is episode 5, so we're going to kind of start working on some of this stuff and explaining a few things, and working on what sections we can. So, we're going to start here with our first section, Rulers of the First Age. Here you will learn about many of the prominent leaders of the First Age, those who were willing to share or speak with the collective of Pyrrhus's many researchers. Though it should be noted, not every nation leader listed as many lands have yet to even be discovered. The vast world stands before us, and we as a collective of information and research gatherers can only explore so much. Thus, it is up to you as an adventurer to also learn and experience the world outside of this book, meeting the many leaders and prominent members of society throughout the nations listed. Below you will find first-hand accounts by the researchers, as well as recorded information by nation leaders themselves. Thus, some may be in the first person, others may be listed from a third person perspective, and some may flip around as information is tracked. Alright, cool. I think that's good. So that's a nice little section kind of breaking down what is this section, what is it going to be, and kind of walking through that as we do. Alright, what are ability scores? Well, simply put, they represent your ability to accomplish certain tasks with different Ooh, what? Oh, it's frozen. Give it a minute. Yeah, bigger documents kind of take a minute, as you can probably guess. It's going to take us a second as we're working through these. We'll simply put, they represent your abilities to accomplish certain tasks with different modifiers. Each is to give the idea of, or give the understanding of how capable one would be by our classifications. However, other researching organizations and masters of the world's game may depict these differently. We're gonna start strength is your ability to lift a rock from the ground to above your head. Dexterity is the ability to dodge a rock that is falling on your our head. Constitution is the ability to take a rock to the head and not need a doctor. Doctor for your physical ailments? That's not how you spell ailments. That's not the slightest how you spell ailments. Let me totally not look it up on the other screen here. Ailments? Is that actually how you spell ailments? Oh my god, it is. No, it isn't. That means something completely. Apparently, it's a stew. It's like ailments. Ah. God damn it. Oh shit. Okay. Ailments. All right, there we go. Don't judge. Your physical ailments, though it should be questioned on how you are doing mentally after taking a rock willingly to the head. Oops, nope. That would be your intelligence. Which, by the way, the average individual is scored in intelligence. Thus, you can clearly understand that to be even a 10 classifies you as slightly gifted. Wisdom stands as your ability to understand that rock soup is not literal. While your charisma is the ability to convince the barbarian to eat the rock-filled soup. I think that's a good way to explain it. What makes a leader of a nation? An interesting question for each world's master to decide in honest truth. But how we define it is through the understanding of a large force that follows an individual, not for a singular goal of conquest, but rather for the expectations of bettering their followers' lives. I think, yeah. Their followers on honest truth. Is it? Yeah. I think, yeah. Alright. That's really what it is. What are classes? Guilds and organizations that individuals join as they become adventurers or seek out training to survive in this horrible world. These classes can range from simple wizards who study magic through written grimoires, yeah, I think that's right. Let's pick one from our list here. You know what, High One Warrior Wizard, yeah, I like that. To High One Warrior Wizard, that is an exclusive guild of ancient arcane artists who dedicate themselves to combat magic alone. There we go. Thus, most adventurers seek out some sort of training long before they enter the world proper, as leaving a city without training is like trying to build an explosive without understanding fire safety. You can do it, but you're probably gonna end up, or going to end up dead or eaten. No, but there we go. Cool, that's done. Introduction, let's do for Alethiander. So we got the kind of concept with him that he's a bit of a darker character overall. Really wanting to take his chance against nobles where he can. So I think for an introduction, what we want to write here. Do we want an introduction? Because I feel like the journal entry kind of explains it. Yeah, you know what? No. I think taking that perspective kind of removes a bit of his interest overall. So we're going to remove that for right now. We do need notable comrades explained though. So let's kind of scroll through him and find what needs to be written out. Religion. Let's go through here. Ooh, that was interesting. None. As to follow a god would be to accept nobility into one's heart as righteous outright. Those born of noble blood claim to be gods themselves, and thus gods must be evil. Though I will not force my views on another, will not tolerate those who attempt to convert or change my mind on this matter. There we go. I like that. So it kind of gives a perspective. He's not outright evil. Force my views on. Though I will not force my views on others. I will not tolerate those who attempt to convert the change to that matter. Noble comrades. None. While a few had joined me in my youth as a soldier, most I would spend my time hunting down and gaining vengeance, never forgetting those that betrayed the army and allowed Greg's Mara town to slay so many. I like that. Yeah, gives an idea of like it's not because he's evil. Mostly I would spend, yeah, that's okay. There we go. Perfect. So it gives you a bit more perspective on him. I kind of dig that. We'll get rid of the introduction through here as we kind of continue on. Again, I don't really think it's needed outright, and I think it'd be kind of a defeat the purpose situation here. All good on Shadow Dragon Lady, so we can mark her off. All good down here. Oh, we got religion to be filled out. Now this is, who? Let me see. Balaam. Okay, so Balaam is Oksana. That's an easy one. Religion. Well, his wife is not a god, and for him to worship anything other than where she stands. Well, that would honestly be the sign of his end, or his mind finally going. I think that makes a good bit of sense, so we're good with that one. I'm fine with all that. Nothing to add. Fantastic. Into Bolo. Kind of work through. We're going to try and get through all the ones we've already gone through in the first 4 episodes, so that'll be the idea as we fill these out. So kind of stick to that. So we'll be going all the way down to the last character we edited, which I totally remember and will recognize once we get there. Fully, just trust me on that. for there is no other. That works. Okay, organizations. So who are you exactly? Which one? Bun the Bright-Eyed. So you're the guy who creates yeah, inventor of the light helm. None. Okay. So why would you not be in an organization? None that I did not found myself, or taking large groups below only spells disaster at the hands of the ancient beasts. Gives an interesting, none that I did, that I not found myself yet, because that's accurate, because that is, he founded it. Perfect. Kanabala. Let's see. This is where I think we ended off last, and it looks like, yes, we need to go and find her thing for the primordial god. So let's go to the beast folk on another template. For those who don't know, I have the world of Silencia, like on World Anvil pulled up on the right here. So, there we go. Yes. She worships. We're gonna. Ooh, nope. Okay. Disregard. We're gonna do the 7 primordial gods. Yup. We're gonna update this. Though she seems to only keep small stones carved of them laying around where she stays. The statues are clearly designed in such, or in a chaotic visage that must represent those long forgotten in the beast folk. Their visages seemingly too washed away to understand anything beyond the both organic and non-organic appearance. There we go. I think that kind of fits it, and it gives you an idea of what she's into, but also tells you, because as she kind of puts through here, she doesn't really follow any of the gods themselves. So, notable comrades, none that live to this day. Once during an age long gone, many would dance around me. Many would sing beautiful songs. And he came, he who would be sealed away forever. The laughter of the world going with him. Oops, nope, don't need that. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's do the notable rivals and Stone the Titan. We're gonna update a few things here, but we'll get through. Let's start with the first pet pool. The known follower of the Slotty First Seeds, and one who would kidnap her children. The first pool was said to have plans for her demise and the usage of the land she guarded, though he would fail in a spectacular way. She still seems to assume all Toth are out to slay her. Alright, and then for Stone the Titan to kind of explain, though let's fix that. I am unsure how she considers the statue her rival. The close grip upon the beast seems to explain a hatred and want for its death. Organizations, let's get that. Though currently not part of any known groups, I was able to confirm that once a great grove grew here, one in which beings used magic far beyond our understanding. Now all that remains are the sad husks of dead trees, unable to be revived. Comma, there we go. Perfect. Our Philosopher's Stone's good. Oh, actually, we did make it to Chavika, that's right. So we'll keep going. We will come back to change this out. I'm kind of just tempted to leave this, let me think. A rare stone, said to grow in power from the deaths and sacrifices of those pure of heart. This stone believed will grant its user immortality, control over magic itself, and the ability to change any material to another that one could wish for. Though it is currently being used to seemingly guard the heart or the core of the great tree. Alright, Shavika, so we're going to her introduction. As we mentioned, we're not going to be doing one, so that's fine. No edits to the journal entry. Religion. None. For one does not take a god when they have seen the depths of moors itself. That works. Alright, to be filled out. None that are left standing or were not sacrificed for my freedom. Suddenly, all who remain are the memories and offspring I was able to save before gaining such power. Alright. I kind of like that idea. Organizations. No. Before I refuse to associate myself with any other than my own kin. I'll see clan proved. None can be trusted. Alright. We will need Boots of Survivor. I think that's my item, but I'm not sure. A pair of boots made from a once powerful thief during the Clouded Age who was said to steal from the demon lords of old. These boots were noted for letting the individual escape even when caught by the most powerful demons of the time. There we go. Make it a little more unique. And then next episode and next section, we'll kind of start working on Sierra Noir and kind of going through all that. But with that, I hope you all have enjoyed today, and I will see you all on the next episode, episode 6, starting out tomorrow probably. So with that, take care.